Hakka noodle or Wantan noodle, both looks alike and the ingredient is exactly the same, just that the Wantan noodle is much thinner. It will take about a minute to cook, and the Hakka noodle is much fatter. It will take about 2 minutes to cook. So I'm gonna cook both of them. So this is the ingredient. I think it's easy to get the Hakka noodle in most supermarket compared to Wantan noodle. When the water start to boil, add in some salt and put in the chicken. Cover the lid, leave it on high heat until it start to boil and put it on low heat. Cook it for about 30 minutes. Waiting for that to cook, you can get ready the sauce. For the chicken, 3 tablespoons of light soya sauce and few drop of sesame oil. And for the Wantan noodle, 2 tablespoons of sweet soya bean sauce, half teaspoon of light soya sauce, and quarter teaspoon of oyster sauce. And to check the chicken if it's cooked, use a fork, poke it. If there's any blood coming out, cook it for a few more minutes. But for this is done. Immediately when it's still hot, pour the sauce and glaze the chicken with the sauce. And now you can blanch the veggie. For this I'm using pak choy. You can use any veggie that you like. Just blanch it for about a minute and remove it. And now you can use this for the soup. Give a taste. If it's enough salt, just add in some white pepper and some spring onion. And now for the noodle, I'm gonna cook the Wantan noodle first. Make sure to loosen up the Wantan noodle properly or it will stick on each other. Once the water start to boil, you can add in the noodle and into the cold water for about 5 seconds and back in the hot water for about 40 seconds. And this for the wonton mee will take roughly about a minute to cook. And give it a good mix. If it's too dry, you can add in 1 or 2 tablespoons of soup. And now for the Hakka noodle, repeat the same process. And for the Hakka noodle, it will take about 2 minutes to cook. Into the boiling water for 30 seconds and keep stirring it. Into the cold water for 5 seconds and back in the hot water for 1.5 minutes. And give it a good mix. And now you can add in the chicken and followed by the veggie and top it up with some spring onion. And after trying both of them, honestly I like the Hakka noodle better than the Wantan noodle. Do give this a try. It is really delicious.